Good time of day, guys! My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry console arcs. Last episode, we finished Hinamizawa bus stop, and now it is time to move into the final arc of Ho Plus before we move on to the final collection of arcs, which is, well, the majority of them still, but I mean, we've done, shit, if you count the two versions of Higurashi as different arcs, then, which I guess I do, then that means we've done 7 arcs so far, which means we have one more in this, and then I don't fucking remember the number in, the 7th mod console arc overlap of Himatsubushi, but there's at least 12. There's at least 12, there's probably more, but yeah, well, let's read what Mehagashi is about. Tragedy that could destroy not only all of humanity, but the galaxy itself draws near Keiichi Maebara. Strip the girls of their swimsuits. Do I have to read this one? Christ. So this is Batsukoishi 2, but it sounds worse. Oh, okay, let's read the rest of it. Strip the girls of their swimsuits to defend the universe. This isn't R18, right? Because if it is, then we're gonna have some problems. However, can Keiichi possibly win against the club members all by himself? So this is gonna be the same fucking thing, right? It's gonna be Keiichi sexually harasses the girls for the first half, then the girls sexually harass him for the second half, right? It's just gonna be Batsukoishi again. The difficulty is absolute peril. It's just impossible to imagine any way Keiichi could avoid meeting with an awful fate. Well, thanks for telling me that. Oh boy. Abyss Fiction 2. Woo! Ah! Someone stabbed me in the fucking throat. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is entirely coincidental. Thank God it's fiction, but yeesh. Alright, we'll see how far I can read until it's too fucking weird to. The Ritual Storehouse. It was a building with a strange air about it that stood quietly within the Furude Shrine, surrounded by the noise of crying cicadas. The storehouse was said to contain the many important ritual tools used to perform the Watanagashi ceremony, the most ghastly of rituals in all of Hinamizawa's legends. So naturally, only members of the Furude family were allowed inside, or if extra hands were needed for a special ritual, then members of the 3 families were allowed as well. Which all meant that the routine cleaning had to be done solely by Rika, the only remaining member of the Furude family. Today was one such cleaning day. Rika hated putting in effort, and since no one was around to see, she let her disgust show plainly on her face as she headed for the ritual storehouse. We only use the ritual storehouse a few times a year, so why does it have to be cleaned so often?
Hello? That's disrespectful to Toyoshiro-sama.
Ooh, what, you, oh, that was an actual, what, you were here? If you're here, then clean it yourself.
I can't do that. It's been the rule since ancient times that in every generation, the cleaning has to be done by the priestesses of the Furude family. Still, I am no demon. If you offered me some cream puffs, then I can make a special allowance for today.
Snap. Hearing you say that makes me want to clean every inch thoroughly and deny you cream puffs out of spite.
You're such a contrarian. Based. If you live your life like that, you'll definitely suffer in the long run.
Is she talking to me?
Oh. Wait. That wasn't what I came here to tell you. Rika, you don't have to clean the ritual storehouse today.
Huh? After calling me disrespectful and contrarian?
Also, I'll be a little busy today. There's been a bit of trouble. I'll be preoccupied with that today, so I won't have time to entertain you.
Hanyu faded away, having grated against Rika's nerves. That's irritating. Hearing her say all that makes me want to thoroughly clean every corner and wax it all as well. I guess I'll get it finished quickly. I'm planning to go play at the pool with everyone from club this afternoon. Okay, so it wasn't a bait and switch. I was hoping it was a bait and switch. Hearing Hanyu say she didn't have to clean today made Rika want to do it more. So yeah, you are a contrarian. That's why you're the most relatable character in this fucking game, you dumb shit. Does that mean you're calling yourself a dumb shit? Yes. So she entered the ritual storehouse and spread out her cleaning tools. Now, where to start? First, she'd brush away the dust built up on the creepy torture devices. That is, the ritual tools. There were several unfamiliar pouches there, resting atop the ritual tools like they were being enshrined. They were like bags for gym clothes, but they clearly hadn't been around the last time Rika went in here. What are these? Wonder if there's some strange magic treasure sealed away in the ritual storehouse. Rika took one without hesitation and opened it. Folded up inside was a swimsuit and something resembling a small ancient scroll. Great. So, this is gonna be a combination of Batsu Koishi and Hiro Kawashi, ain't it? Welp! At least we're using the OG sprite, so it shouldn't be as fucking weird, right? No dumb CGs or anything. Thank fuck. The voices of children playing around reached some distance from the they misspelled it again. Okinomiya public pool. The club members' bicycles all flew into the pools. I thought they were gonna say the bicycles all flew into the pool. Into the pool's parking lot, one after another. Oh yeah! First one here!
Tchah! I only lost by a hair, but I was still here second.
Now, hold on a moment. The why'd I mispronounce that? The inquiry lamp lit up on this one. Satoko, a moment ago you obstructed me. That's earned you a demotion, putting me in second.
Please don't throw away your betting slips until the winning horse has been decided. Nipa. How do you know about that, Rika-chan? How?
Ha 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 ha. Mion probably. Still, I'm looking forward to enjoying the pool with all our club members here. Will everything be okay, though? This pool won't explode or disappear, will it?
Not unless Mi-chan says we should do some fun club activity here, right?
I guess that first line was Keiichi.
Oh! Well, it shouldn't expect to escape unharmed when we've come to play.
No. Today let's just behave and enjoy the pool. They only just finished remodeling this place, and my grandma got called in as a guest when they finished work on it. I can't make her look bad.
I don't quite understand, but I do get that Mion will get mad if we go wild here. Nipa.
Just before they split up by gender to change into changing rooms, Rika suddenly raised her hand.
I almost forgot. Today I brought something a bit unusual for everyone. Huh? What is it? A beach ball? Or is it a big dolphin floaty? Is it?
What? What are those pouches? What's this now? You want us club members to wear matching swimsuits?
You'll never guess. These are the secret treasures that were hidden in the ritual storehouse. The irresistible swimsuits.
Oh, that sounds awful. What do you mean by irresistible? You mean wearing them makes you popular? That's odd. Why do I have deja vu? Why am I getting the chills?
But look at this. There's a super cute swimsuit inside. I'm taking it home. But don't you feel hesitant in wearing a swimsuit someone else chose? Would it even fit? You won't need to worry there. It'll stretch to fit whoever wears it, in sizes all the way from elephant to flea.
Great.
Plus, whoever wears it will immediately become overflowing with charm, drawing in the opposite sex like a black hole and winning over their hearts.
Yeah, this sounds abhorrent already. Well, I normally keep my charm in check, but it might be good to release my limiters now and then.
My, you're suggesting all the men at the pool would end up staring at me?
You're 11.
That's mildly embarrassing, but I'd love to experience it at least once.
You're 11. So in my case, the hearts of all the girls in swimsuits would be drawn to me like I'm a black hole, huh?
I don't have one for you, Keiichi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there probably isn't one for him.
There's only 4, and for women. Nipa.
Ding. Keiichi trudged into the men's changing room. However, he was quick to regain his spirit. At the very least, he was sure to see the club members in swimsuits packed with arousing pheromones. Great. Why do you have to word it like that? My hand is inching closer to the control key. No, wait. When a weird magic item is involved, that usually leads to a disastrous end, right? Or is this Rika? I don't know. We'll just assume it's Keiichi. Like, if it unleashes incredible charm, then it's either so incredibly tacky or embarrassing that it makes the wearer ashamed of it. That reminds me. During my irresistible swim trunks incident, what is this? The swim trunks had the same pattern as a stereotypical thief's sack. What? Was there another fucking side arc with a swimming thing, or what? At that moment, bright light filled the area. Or was it something in Batsu Koishi that I skipped over? He didn't understand what was going on, but he did realize he was caught up in something out of this world. What? What is this? Listen, child of man. Mayabara Keiichi. He heard a solemn voice coming from the light of heaven. The voice was so intense he recognized it as the voice of a god. I swear to fuck if it's Tamara again. What on earth is going on here? Have I done something blasphemous? Oh no, it's Hanyu. Okay.
You have done nothing wrong. However, the priestess of the Furude Shrine, Rika, has done something absurd.
Rika-chan has? Wait, are you referring to the irresistible swimsuits she brought today? I do remember her saying they were a secret treasure from the ritual storehouse.
That is precisely it. And after I told that Rika she didn't have to clean today, too. Good grief. Why are the Furude women always such contrarians?
So, God? What does this have to do with me?
Mayabara Keiichi. I want you to become the savior who will rescue this planet.
This is just Hiro Kawashi again. Savior? I mean, every boy past a certain age has fantasized about something like that. But are you being serious?
Those magic swimsuits are foreign objects that drifted here from a different fragment. It's very difficult to cross the sea of fragments, and it's even rarer for an object with no will of its own to do so. Yet those swimsuits were blessed with a billion miracles and good fortune to make their way here to this fragment.
I mean, at least there's a reason this time. Like, I guess Hanyu can't just say to Rika, "Hey, dumbass, don't wear those. That's gonna literally cause the collapse of Earth." Rika would just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it anyways to spite you." So, great. At least there's a reason there. Wait, didn't Hanyu say earlier, like, or is the scene, no, it's still here. If you live your life like that, you'll suffer in the, okay, I thought she said you could cause the death of the universe like that or whatever. Still, they just make people irresistible, right? Wouldn't that only be enough to create the kind of charming scenes often seen in romantic comedies?
That may be true of its power alone, but that is not the problem here.
I'm guessing she's still talking.
Different fragments are essentially different worlds. Incidentally, that also means there are things which cannot coexist with this world, no matter how similar the two may be. Those things that drifted here are made from materials that can't exist in this fragment. Roughly 1 hour after those girls put them on, the reaction will begin.
Reaction? Do you mean the swimsuits will start melting away?
The materials of this world will react to the material that shouldn't exist in it. Mutual annihilation. That reaction will create enough energy to give birth to a new galaxy.
Wouldn't that mean that the Earth's in danger?
It will cause an explosion that will easily shatter as many planets as a human could possibly count in one lifetime and still have more energy left over.
Ah! Hanyu showed him what would happen in just 1 hour. So this is gonna be a short arc at least. Yo, what's with this? What's with this background? Keiichi was shown a vision of the planet floating in space. Then our blue, shining Earth exploded! Does that count as a CG? That's grim. If that counts as a CG, then that's grim for what the rest of this arc entails. It wasn't on the kind of scale where people could flee on a spaceship. The entire galaxy exploded, and it was clear there was nothing to be done about Earth at all. Hold on. Why is something that terrifying here in Hinamizawa? And why does Rika-chan have it?
It just happened to drift into this fragment yesterday. I had been planning to spend all of today safely disposing of it.
Shouldn't you be telling Rika-chan directly instead of me? I mean, shouldn't you be telling her right now to stop them from wearing the suits?
The problem is that the magic power in those swimsuits also has the power to ward away the gods of this fragment, like me.
You could have just said the contrarian shit. But, okay, I mean, that's a reason too, I guess.
So my voice can't reach Rika while she has the swimsuits with her.
Then couldn't Keiichi just go up to her and be like, yo, this god told me you shouldn't wear the swimsuits. You know, the god that told you not to clean the ritual storehouse today and that she was going to be doing something all day. Yeah, if you wear those, according to her, if you wear those swimsuits, the Earth is gonna collapse. Couldn't he just do that? And Rika would be like, oh. Okay, shit then. I see. Also, been a while since this fucking song. The fucking Goosebumps song. Shit. I haven't heard you since Mehagashi. So there's a strict time limit of 1 hour from now. It just turned 1 o'clock, so I'll have to do something by 2. It's actually 11:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I've imbued one of the trash cans at the entrance with my power. If you toss them into the trash can, then I can safely expel them from this fragment.
But didn't you say your power can't reach them? The fuck? Alright, whatever. Roger that! Which means once I strip the 4 club members of the world-destroying swimsuits and toss them into the trash can, my mission will be complete! Couldn't you wait, couldn't he also... Obviously, this is gonna go into sexual harassment territory, so I'm not expecting this to happen, but couldn't Keiichi just pretend to be, like, really sick and be like, guys, I have to go home, and Mion would probably be like, oh, well, to be fair, I guess if he's sick, the 4 of us shouldn't be here. And then they'd at least take off the swimsuits, and then that solves the problem. They just change out of them, and then Keiichi could, I don't know, somehow take them and throw them in the trash can, and just be like, ha, I've saved the world! Alright, I'm actually not sick, so let's go back in. Keiichi leapt out of the changing room with enthusiasm. He knew it wouldn't be easy to convince them to take off the swimsuits they just put on. Yet now the fate of the world, nay, the galaxy, was riding on this very thing. Besides, they were friends in arms who faced death together and shared both joys and hardships. Surely they would understand and listen. Hey, everyone! We have big trouble! Listen to me! However, the poolside was shrouded in a strange fervor that left Keiichi taken aback. Just don't let the swimsuits be super weird. Okay, they're normal. They're really normal. They're a bit weird, but... Hey, it's Tonegawa! How you been? Why the fuck are you here? Oh! Wow! So beautiful! Araka, I thought you died! Models? Actresses? What are such cute girls doing here at our public pool?
Me. Everyone's eyes are so passionate.
Snap. Rika posed like a cat and winked, causing a frenzied roar to erupt from the men. Great. This is gonna be the weirdest fucking shit imaginable. I guess the only question is it going to be worse than Batsukoishi or not? Which, to be fair, I mean, I guess random NPCs fawning over them and a little bit of sexual harassment from Keiichi is not nearly as bad as making 3 established characters into pedophiles for an hour, right?
Oh my, I will not allow you to hog all the stairs, Rika. Look at how charming I am.
Cute. She's 11. I am so tempted to just skip through the rest of this chapter and not give a fuck. Actually, I just won't voice the NPCs.
Then we'll join you too.
Let's leave everyone weak-kneed. Ifun. Also, why is Rena taller than her in this sprite? Rena and Mion were both posing like models, leaving the men writhing and shouting with joy. The swimsuits themselves certainly were cute. It was hard to imagine they were foreign objects that had drifted in from another world. However, the waves of charm pouring off of them was truly otherworldly. Why did my phone just buzz? Oh, a notification, that's why. Shut the fuck up, Keiichi. What? Oh, great, the boobs achievement. I'm so happy to have that forever attached to my Steam account now. Jesus Christ. Huh? Stay cool, Maya Keiichi. That truly is incredible magic. They certainly live up to the name of Irresistible Swimsuit. Because Keiichi knew of the threat and was entrusted with the fate of the galaxy, he just barely held on to his reasoning. However, the rest of the other men were thoroughly unable to resist their charm. No, it was violence. Violence under the name of charm. True violence, known as sexiness, which none born male could resist. Except for, you know, gay guys. Though I guess sexiness would apply there too. Well, there's ace people. Well, I guess that's the only one that would count, because, I don't know. Or, I guess, well, yeah, asexual people in general, yeah. Yeah. Though the none-born male line is weird. The overpowered men were currently an enthralled procession following around the sexy charm of the club members. They are children, yet they weren't the only ones enraptured. The club members themselves were as well. What, in each other? Or what? Oh, great. Oh my god, they're cloning them. There's 2 fucking Iries and Kasais. Dazzling, handsome poolside princes were reverently treating them like princesses. This was the dream. So, does this count as character assassination for the bus stop cast? That doesn't count, right? Because these obviously aren't the same characters. This was the dream, the maiden's dream. Except for gay ones. But whatever. Wait, no, that literally applies here because Satoko and Rika. Whatever. The dream every young girl admired in shoujo manga and gave up on as impossible.
Incredible. I don't think I want to go back to reality when I'm this popular. I don't think so at all.
Rika-chan, these swimsuits really are amazing. I might get addicted to this.
Seeing men's attitudes change so drastically is a tad off-putting.
See?
But I, for one, feel amazing. Oh, it's Keiichi. You can be enraptured by a charm as well, Keiichi.
It's more like they're doing sexual harassment. Rika gave him an adorable cat pose. If the waves of charm were visible, it would have been like witnessing the explosive shockwave from a huge comet over 10 kilometers wide. It's probably fair to say so far Batsukoishi is undeniably worse, like, unless they do something really fucking stupid. So, that's good, because I haven't started skipping through it. I was already done with Batsukoishi at this point. And we're probably not even halfway done here. Keiichi managed to endure as the minds of the men around them were torn into pieces. Hold on a second! Be careful how you act! Right now, every minor movement of yours holds enough impact to wipe out the dinosaurs. Oh, come on, Kei-chan, you're exaggerating. Like this, like this. I'm not voicing any onomatopoeias in this chapter. Any of them. Any of them.
Mi-chan, stop it. Keiichi-kun is suffering.
No, they didn't make the characters taller. They just moved the sprites up to show the swimsuits. That's stupid. Rena, thank you for your consideration. But less pressing your breasts together, please. This is so fucking stupid. I know you're not doing it intentionally, but it's this is stupid.
My. I wonder...
I'm not reading that line. I'm not reading that line either. You know what? We're just gonna start skipping. Just a little bit. We're just gonna glaze through it. Just get past this fucking scene. Okay, we're probably good now. Hey, time out, time out! Everyone, please listen to me. This is extremely important. The irresistible swimsuits you're all wearing right now are dangerous. At this rate, the Earth will be destroyed. So please take them off quickly.
My, asking us to remove our swimsuits? Keiichi-san, that's not something you should be saying to a lady.
Exactly what I thought.
These swimsuits will destroy the Earth? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Mipa.
Tell her about the fucking god, maybe? No, I found the character assassination in this arc. It's making Keiichi a deliberate dumbass.
What on earth do you mean? Let's hear Keiichi-kun out.
No, he's just jealous of how popular we've become. Today, he can enjoy having his mind blown away by our charm. Damn it. They've gotten too carried away to listen. Well, Rena seems like she's willing to, but whatever. I have no other choice now. No, you do have other choices, but whatever. If they won't listen to reason, I'll have to use force. Keiichi boldly leapt at them. Great. However, the men surrounding the girls wouldn't allow such barbarism. The men seized upon the opportunity to show off how cool they were and leapt at Keiichi like animals. Great. Then he got knocked out, put into a coma, and he failed his mission and the world ended. Can the arc end? Smack, bam, ka-thump, kabam. I guess I'll read those onomatopoeias. The outcome was plain as day. The club members left with roaring laughter, and the enraptured men followed them like a procession once again. Keiichi was left behind, having been torn into pieces. He's dead. And he's back. Right. I wouldn't be having trouble if I could challenge them head-on and win. What will you do, Mayabara Keiichi? While you're sitting there lost in thought, time is still slipping away. The end of the world, and also the galaxy, is drawing closer. I don't stand a chance of winning if I challenge them directly, without tricks. I have to drag them into a situation where I can beat them on my own. Divide and conquer would be a standard tactic. Challenging them head-on is just plain foolish. Hold on. Didn't the description at the beginning, right before the arc, say Keiichi can't win, basically? So is this just gonna be him using dumb strategies that all fail until the world ends? Great, I love that, actually. That's fucking hysterical. Can the arc end? So, I'll have to maneuver them around, isolate them one by one, catch them off guard, and then attack to seize victory. But then wouldn't that make the final one impossible? Whatever. Alright, let's run a mental simulation. First, I'll call Rena out by herself to a place without anyone else around. I'll lure Rena out to a storeroom in the staff building which the general public avoids. We'll still hear the cheery voices from the pool, but Rena will be confused by the desolate space devoid of others. Then I'll leap from the shadows and assault Rena from behind. This is the worst. This is the worst. I'm not voicing that. Whoa there, Rena. Sorry, but okay. This is intentional. Then I'll pin Rena against the floor in her swimsuit. I'll straddle her and... yeah, no, this is awful. Yeah, this is terrible. He scratched at his head, trying to dispel his overactive imagination. Even if it was to save the galaxy, his pride as a man wouldn't allow him to force himself upon a swimsuit-clad girl in an isolated area. At least you're that reasonable, despite being like 14. No! There's no honor in fighting like that! Not to mention, it's already impossible for a guy like me to forcibly strip a swimsuit from a girl. Especially, you know, the ones that I'm literally friends with and will hold it against me for the rest of my life. Though, what else can I do now that it's proving difficult to convince them to strip on their own? If this was a serious club competition, then he'd be prepared to stoop to any low to win. But they were currently in Okinomiya at a public pool with mostly normal people, who are currently being pedophiles. So, yeah, very, very normal. This is awful. Even if the club members would freely forgive him, the other people around wouldn't feel the same way. By tomorrow, there wouldn't be a single person in Okinomiya or Hinamizawa that didn't hear the rumors of him being a pervert who assaulted women and tried to strip them naked. They have the numerical advantage, and I'm also handicapped by being a guy. What does that have to do with anything? Sexual harassment be sexual harassment regardless. Damn. What am I supposed to do? Couldn't you... Wait. If it's just put the swimsuits in the trash can, just like run up to Satoko, grab her by the ankles, and just toss her in it. Right? Wouldn't that fucking work? I mean, other than just telling them... I mean, he already tried telling them the world's gonna end, but obviously they'd think he's being hyperbolic. That was when an unusual figure crossed Keiichi's vision. Why the fuck are you here, and why the fuck are you dressed like that? It was Shion. Judging from her outfit, she was working at the public pool's food court. She was definitely planning to enjoy the pool herself as soon as her shift was over. She was wearing the restaurant's apron over her swimsuit, and was standing a bit further back in the shadows. She was also chewing on her thumbnail with a terrifying expression as she stared at the irresistible club members. Apparently, she didn't like her twin Mion being so popular. It'll be reassuring if I can get Shion on my side. Her wit and courage are on par with that of the club members. On top of that, she's a girl, so it'll be easier for her to touch a girl's body. That's not how that works. Granted, you're a fucking teenager, so... Why is Mion this popular? And yet no one is even looking at me! Calm down, Shion. You'll bite through your thumbnail. Huh? Kei-chan, when did you get here? I've been here a while. We're short on time, though. For now, just listen to me. What, is she actually gonna believe him? I see. Got it. Sheesh. Sis is such a huge idiot. She's getting so full of herself when she's only popular due to magic. Add in the fact the galaxy will be destroyed if nothing is done in 40 minutes, and it's no laughing matter. Shion was quick to understand, though it was more like after learning the truth behind Mion's popularity, she was more than happy to help strip it away from her. As an only child, Keiichi didn't really get it, but he assumed being siblings came with all kinds of difficult feelings like that. Can't confirm. Anyway, let's isolate them one by one and recover those swimsuits. I'll do the stripping, so don't worry. You'd get arrested in a flash if you did it anyway. So she's even stupid about it, great. Alright! Having an ally is reassuring. Now, let's start making our move. Who should we target first? Let's target Satoko first. My plan is, let's throw her into the trash can. Awesome! Wait, what? The longer we leave that girl alone, the more traps she'll set, which will make things more difficult. Couldn't he also pick up the trash can and just plop them on top of them? Like, real quick, just empty it and just go, whoop, up, down and up. And they're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, just pulling a prank. Hey, help me do this to Rika. It'd be really funny, just to scare her. Couldn't that really hurt someone? Nah, watch this. Whoop. All right, that's 2 down. All right, where's the others? All right. Our first target is Satoko. Satoko's irresistible swimsuit. Let's strip it off of her. In the next moment, an eagle-shaped shadow blocked the sun that had been lighting up Keiichi and Shion. No, not a shadow. A person with a cloak? No. A man with a No! Don't involve Irie! Get him out! A man with a lab coat fluttering behind him landed before the pair. It was Irie Kyosuke. Get him out! Hey, I heard what's going on. If it's to protect the galaxy, then I, Irie Kyosuke, will happily offer up my life to strip off Satoko-chan's swimsuit. Irie! Never mind where you were or how you heard our story. Having even one more ally right now is a big help. No, get him out.
I doubt he meant it about protecting the galaxy, though. Still, he'll be useful as a distraction.
Just throw him in the pool. No, throw him in the trash can. We'll forget about the trash can for now. At that time, the club members were conveniently taking separate actions. It seemed the men following them each had different tastes, so they were each surrounding their favorite girl. Oh, great. That naturally helped to separate the four of them. Satoko was enjoying her popularity at first, but she was finally starting to grow annoyed by it. So now she was trying to avoid attention and rest on a deck chair. Of course, Irie wasn't one to miss that golden opportunity. So he picked up the entire deck chair and threw it into the stratosphere. There, that's one down. Satoko-chan! To.
Ah! Coach! When and where on earth did you pop out of?
So long as the sun shines. Whenever you're in a crisis, Satoko-chan, I, Irie Kyosuke, will always appear.
Crisis? Coach, I'm not in a crisis. I'm actually feeling quite great. In fact, I never thought I'd be so popular.
Yes, that swimsuit is a danger. It's putting you in a crisis.
What do you mean?
Still, oh, that's her.
This whole story about that magic swimsuit exploding the galaxy in a few dozen minutes, do you think Satoko will believe it?
Oh, that was him. Never mind.
Might not be very convincing, though I think Coach has his own unique way of doing it.
His own unique way? Right. Coach is a doctor.
Yes, Coach is a doctor at his side business. Side business?
What, is he a full-time baseball coach then? What the fuck? Usually it'd be the other way around.
If he uses his skill as a doctor, I'm sure Satoko will believe him.
Of course, his main job is maid evangelism. Oh, that's the joke. Great.
Ah! This swimsuit is bad for my skin?
Yes. Unfortunately, I've discovered that it contains base materials which cause an allergic reaction in the skin of a select few. Satoko-chan, have you ever had a mosquito bite turn red, swell up, and become itchy? Have you ever felt ticklish when someone waved a feather against you?
I have?
I knew it. Your body is one of those that are allergic to the swimsuit's materials. Shut the fuck up. It's not too late yet. You should go change into a different swimsuit at once. Way to go, Irie. He was being a little suspicious, but his medical explanation was steadily convincing Satoko. You know, because she's a dumbass.
Alright. I already had enough fun being popular anyway. Plus, I brought my own swimsuit too. I'll go get changed in the changing room.
Alright, this is turning out to not be horrific. No, never mind. Your skin is already in the highly dangerous red zone. You haven't started showing symptoms yet, but you need treatment. I thought something like this might happen, so I always carry a swimsuit that's great for your skin. Of course, I keep all sizes, from those for young bodies to those for seductive, outrageous proportions. I highly recommend you wear this English maid style swimsuit made from the healthiest of fabrics. Why? How could he? Satoko was finally in agreement and he ruined it in an instant. The very next moment, there was a shocking flash of light, and Coach lay sprawled out with a burnt smell rising from him. Shion had used her trump card, her max output stun gun. Girl, you killed him.
I figured it would end up like this anyways. Hello, Satoko. It's your Nene. My, Shion-san. When did you...
Crack. Okay, this is all... You're sort of redeeming the arc. It's still really stupid and a horrible concept, but at least you're not delving directly into sexual harassment, minus the one Keiichi fantasy. and I guess the pedophile side characters. That's still really bad, but at least there's some enjoyment here, unlike Matsukoichi. Because, you know, you just stun-gunned an 11-year-old. Nice. Great. Well, we've seen that happen before, but whatever. Crackle. Satoko also collapsed following a comical electrical shock. Hey, that was merciless. Here, a towel.
Thank you. Now, if you're a gentleman, could you please turn around for a moment?
Shion took the bath towel that was handed to her and covered Satoko up with it before quickly stripping off her swimsuit. Rustle, rustle. Shapop. That's not the word clothes. That's not the sound clothes make.
One down. So, what do we do with the swimsuit we removed?
Chuck it into the magic trash can by the entrance.
The what?
Actually, never mind. They both raced for the entrance and tossed the swimsuit into the trash can Hanyu had imbued with her magic. Good. Then it shimmered with light as it disintegrated, almost as if it was returning to heaven. Okay, so the trash can idea is of just plopping it over them is horrible because it doesn't get rid of the magic, it gets rid of the swimsuit. So, never mind. At least we know that much. Doctor's orders, 3 to go. Great, thanks.
Now we finally cleared the first hurdle. How much time left?
Only about 30 minutes.
Let's waste no time in moving on to the next one. Now, who should we target next?
Mion. If we don't go after her before she hears about what we're doing, we'll be in trouble. Irie carried the unconscious Satoko over to the doctor's office. Mion and the others were still most likely unaware of the attack.
Roger that. We go after Sis next. I'll approach her, wait until her guard is down, and knock her out with my stun gun.
The electricity or just bonking her on the head?
Then we'll pretend she had a fainting spell, and you and I will carry her somewhere out of the way.
Got it. You really are a big help, Shion. Oh, it feels like you could handle everyone all on your own somehow. Keiichi thought he would be the hero saving the galaxy, but now he realized he had been relegated to the status of side character, and it left him feeling a little blue. Just don't let that, do anything. Just don't let that be a fucking foreshadowing of him trying to do it by himself. However, this was no time to be worrying about that. They only had a little time left. And I only have a little patience left. Mion had also been enjoying her popularity, but she was starting to want some time alone as well. It wasn't that difficult to send her followers away. She just had to say she was going to the bathroom, and the men couldn't follow after her. Mion stood before the sink's mirror in the bathroom, grinning at her own reflection. Is she gonna bend down, wash her face, look up, and Shion's gonna be in the mirror and just stun gun her? They say women grow more beautiful the more they're seen. I certainly think I can see that now. I definitely feel like I'm even more irresistible now than when I first put the swimsuit on. Will I have to give this swimsuit back to her? I hope I can wear it forever. That reminds me. I wonder if Kei-chan is feeling jealous. Kei-chan, our bonds as club members will never change. But if you're going to take the next step, then I hope you'll use that jealousy to give you courage. What am I standing here saying? So embarrassing.
What are you creepily grinning in front of a mirror for, sis?
Huh? Ah! Shion! You startled me. What are you doing here?
Angel Mort currently has a pop-up shop at the food court here at the Okonomiya Public Pool.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks for working all the way out here. Have fun earning that cash, okay? I'm busy getting all the guys to stare at me. She spoke with a loose, sloppy smile. Her guard was completely down. Keiichi was standing by just outside the bathroom. Once Shion hit her with the stun gun, the two of them would pretend she fainted and carry her somewhere out of sight to relieve her of the swimsuit.
Good grief. Keep making a face like that and your cheeks will sag. If you end up looking that dumb, then we won't be identical twins anymore.
That's not true. Besides, a little sagging would just make me look more like you. Great. Mion and Shion were having their usual silly banter. Yet Shion's right arm slowly advanced from Mion's blind spot. Only her arm moved, like it had a life of its own, bringing the stun gun closer. Then in a blink, only slightly faster, Mion's own arm moved like it was alive and pulled her big model gun out from somewhere and pressed it against Shion's forehead, of course. From their expressions, they both looked like they were chatting, but their arms were acting separately. Yeah, you should have just taken her by surprise.
Huh? What? What's this now?
Oh, that was Mion. Whatever, they can copy each other's voices anyways, canonically, so heh. I've heard you modified that stun gun quite a bit. Though you should know this piece of mine is quite modified too. It can pierce right through aluminum cans. Well, even if I'm joking about that, it'll still leave a bruise on your forehead for a long time. Long enough that you might get nicknamed the Buddha. That feels charged.
Oh dear, stop with that, sis. You're so scary.
Just pull the trigger first. She played it off, but her brow was twitching. They really were twins. They could sense the other's hostility. You wanted to try wearing this irresistible swimsuit, right? But you can't. I won't let you wear it.
Of course. Well, sis, I should be heading back to work now.
Work hard. Give Uncle Yoshiro my regards. So that didn't work.
Gah! Sis, I can't believe sis got one over on me. It's not fair.
Seriously? Your surprise attack didn't work? Now that you failed, Mion's in alert mode too. This is bad. How will we ever go after her again?
No, we still have options. You're up next, Kei-chan.
Come on. If your surprise attack won't work, then how am I supposed to catch her off guard?
No, we'll still catch her off guard, but you'll be doing it from a different angle that only you can pull off. I'll teach you my secret plan, Keiichi. I'm 50-50 on whether or not it will actually work, but it's the only option we have in order to save the galaxy.
What, confess love to her? Because she clearly likes him. Huh? It's Kei-chan! Hey! Hey, Mion? Looks like you're enjoying your popularity. Huh? What's the matter? You seem kinda down. Are you a bit jealous this old man is so popular? I'm not jealous. You are. I was just thinking how none of these guys understand your true charm. Huh? They're all just seduced by the irresistible swimsuit's magic. None of those guys have noticed your true charm. Even though I know how charming you are, no one else gets it. That's just frustrating and sad to me. Kei-chan. Couldn't Shion just sneak up on her now and stun gun her? Well, I guess they are outside, so it's a little harder to. Granted, I mean, they did that with Satoko. I know how charming you truly are. If the other men saw that too and were moved by it, then I wouldn't be jealous. In fact, as your best friend, I'd be proud. So, I wish you would show those followers your true charms. And I wish you'd realize it too. Huh? Me? You're always putting yourself down by saying things like, this old man isn't very feminine and all. But you're full of a cute young woman's charm, if you ask me. I was always proud that I was the only one who noticed it. But now I feel the opposite. I'd want those followers to see your true charms. Kei-chan? Hey, Shion, is this really the right thing to do? If Mion finds out this was just a strategy to get the irresistible swimsuit off of her, then she'll rip me apart! Well, I guess sacrificing myself is a small price compared to saving the galaxy. My swimsuit. I was thinking I might change into the one I brought with me. Though, I'm not so confident. The swimsuit I brought today really is a boring swimsuit that's neither cute nor sexy. Everyone will be disappointed. Of course, that includes you, right? Wear this. What's this? I believe this swimsuit will best bring out your charms. Keiichi handed her a paper bag with the swimsuit that Shion had provided him with. He had no idea what the swimsuit was like, but he lied through his teeth so he could get her to change into it, letting him recover the irresistible swimsuit. Sure, you got it. Promise not to laugh if I don't look good in it though, okay? Of course I won't. Also, I'll take the irresistible swimsuit back to Rika-chan on your behalf, so bring it out with you. Huh? Why do I have to give you the swimsuit I just took off? Why? Why? If you really insist, then I guess it's fine. Stop, don't blush. I'm saying this for the sake of the galaxy. Anyway, please hurry! Mion went back into the women's changing room with light-headed steps. Okay, Kei-chan. See? This was an easy mark, right? It was easy up to this point, but I'm afraid of tomorrow. You just made me trigger a tragedy flag. I know it. Even if we save the galaxy, there's no hope of salvation for me. That's just a matter of whether or not you make up your mind already. Make up my mind? About what? If you remain too dense, then you'll trigger my tragedy flag in addition to hers. Ah, sis, welcome back. You look great in that. Oh, wait, is this Keiichi? What is this? This swimsuit? Mion came back from changing, wearing something extremely familiar, even if she did look incredibly good in it. Oh. This is... Oh, Keiichi. This is Angel Mort's uniform, isn't it? Oh, no, that's her. That's right, sis. You look just as great in it as ever. Okay, now take this out. Shion quickly removed Mion's hair tie. Pfft. Her long hair flowed free of its former ponytail. I can't read. And so now it looked like two Shions were standing there. What's the meaning of this? That was when they heard Uncle Yoshiro's voice. Oh, no, that's him. He was calling for Shion-chan. Ah, there you are! Shion-chan, sorry. Can you come back from break? We got a sudden rush of customers who can't handle them all. Huh? Hold on! I'm not Shion! Well, technically you are, but not really. I'm Mion! Mion! Either works for me. If you're in Angel Mort's uniform, that's good enough. Come on, let's go, let's go! Sorry, sis. We're busy saving the galaxy, so please take care of the restaurant for me. I'll remember this! Great. Off to work, 2 to go. Great. Here. Now we've safely recovered 2. Alright. Let's toss this in the magic trash can fast. We have only 15 minutes left! All thanks to sis taking her sweet time changing. And then she hit him with a lead pipe, for some reason. In the next instant, the wooden hammer used to hit temple gongs came flying out of nowhere and struck Keiichi right in the back of the head. While the hammer had originally been aiming for Shion, she cleanly dodged it. Was that from Mion? Oh, why the fuck? I found you! Shion-san, how dare you! There's no reason good enough to warrant shocking me out of the blue! Satoko! Now, don't be mad. Once you hear why, you'll understand why it had to be done. The truth is, those irresistible swimsuits you all were wearing... Those are dangerous treasures from the Frude Shrine, right? I had a revelation from God while I was passed out. Oh, okay. Oh, right, because she can't approach the swimsuits, right. Once the irresistible swimsuits were removed, Hanya was able to make contact and explain the circumstances. Thanks to her divine power, everyone could understand the situation without any confusion. I was enjoying that irresistible swimsuit, but I would in fact prefer to keep living in the same galaxy. How many people are left? 2 left. Just Rika-chan and Rena. We're down to 15 minutes remaining. We don't have time to chat. Let's hurry. Come on, you two. Who do we target next? Rika-chan, right? If we bring Rika back to her senses, everything should fall into place. Rena-san seems pretty calm and collected about the whole thing. So if we make Rika understand that it's dangerous and ask her to take it off, she should give it back easily. I don't think it'll go that quickly with Rika-chan. She normally puts on an act, but she's still a cunning veteran club member.
Rika-chan has absorbed the followers that stuck to Sis and Satoko, so now she has a huge throng of bodyguards.
I'm not reading that. Oh, no, that's Keiichi. Ugh, damn that Rika-chan! She's doing it on purpose, isn't she? With her repeatedly pulling off those enchanting poses, those guys' excitement is at a dangerous level.
Rika does,
or is that's probably Satoko.
Rika does tend to enjoy making men eat out of the palm of her hand.
In other words, she would be the most impregnable target of them all. However, it was also highly likely that conquering Rika-chan would resolve everything all at once. She was basically the final boss. Even so, it was worth circumventing her and conquering Satoko and Mion first. Having the Trapmaster Satoko on their side was a big deal. Plus, having Mion take her place meant the reliable Shion was freed from the bonds of hourly wage labor. Based. That also made it seem like it would be even better to conquer Rena and get her on their side first, but... we don't have time. We can't afford to go slow and steady.
Yes, we should focus all our effort into settling the battle against Rika.
I doubt a surprise attack will work on Rika-chama. That said, I don't see how we can win just by attacking her head on. Look at the hearts in the eyes of those bodyguards. I'll die for Rika-chan is practically written on their faces.
Oh, please, Keiichi-san. No matter how many non-club members gather together against us, their numbers mean nothing before my traps.
This was their strategy. Satoko would move in ahead of time and set up a kill zone of powerful traps. Can she put on some clothes? Then Keiichi and Shion would launch their attack while Satoko blocked off the escape paths. Together, they'd drive Rika's followers into the kill zone, putting a stop to them. They would also need additional traps to confuse the bodyguards. Once she lost them, Rika would finally decide to flee in order to protect herself. Satoko disappeared into the crowd for a while. Then after about 5 minutes, she came back giving the all clear sign. So you have 10 minutes left now, great. All right, let's go! Protect the galaxy! Oh, okay, she finally put on clothes.
Yeah!
I'm not reading that. No, Okinogi also? Fuck. And Tomitake? God damn it. Alright, shut the fuck up. You fucking weirdos.
I feel very comfortable. It's like I've become a queen.
Yeah, you technically already are, but for a virus. What is it? Pop, pop, pop. She shot them all in the heads. After the sound of explosions, most of the crowd began sneezing. A huge amount of Satoko's secret pepper mix bang snaps erupted within them. The rising clouds of pepper smoke were sending the bodyguards into a sneezing hell.
Attack! It's an attack! Evacuate Rika-sama to safety! Calm down. Satoko's traps are a diversion. Strengthen our rear guard.
Come on, Rika-san, hide behind us! As expected from Rika, she didn't even flinch at such an attack. However, even if Rika could issue appropriate commands, the bodyguards following her were just amateurs. Let's go, Shion! Doria! Evil King of Ganondorf, Great King of Evil, Keiichi Maebara.
Yes, roger that! Take that!
There's 2 Akasakas! Oh! Ah! Kersplash, kersplash, kersplash. Keiichi and Shion turned the lane dividers into jump ropes, and the bodyguards fell into the pool one after another.
Satoko, now! Rika! These swimsuits are too dangerous for a prank!
Satoko nimbly leapt through the path cleared by Keiichi and Shion, swinging in on a rope from where? Of course, Keiichi and Shion weren't slacking off either. They were still going wild with the lane dividers, dumping the bodyguards into the pool like they were playing some kind of game.
Satoko, why are you mad? You had such a fun time, too. You never told me the galaxy would be destroyed because of them!
What are you talking about? While they managed to confuse the bodyguards and get them off of Rika, she was quite nimble herself. She looked like she was spinning about as she ran, but she was cleverly predicting Satogo's trap zones and evading them.
As I thought, Rika. You can see right through me. I know everything about you, down to how you sweep, how you yawn, your habits, and your tastes, Nipa.
Gay.
This is bad. If she's reading Satogo's traps this thoroughly...
This is no time to be playing tag! Damn it, the hour's almost up! Then how are you gonna deal with Rena also?
No, there's one more option. Satoko should realize that too.
We'll just have to gamble on that! Ah, crap! Keiichi slipped. The bodyguards didn't let that chance escape and dogpiled onto Keiichi. Oh no! Shion, take care of the rest! I'll get out of this somehow! Let go! Keiichi struggled to escape from the mountain of bodyguards that kept leaning in and piling up on top of him. The club members couldn't wait for his escape though, so instead Shion steeled her resolve. Shion's stern gaze met Satoko's eyes. With just that moment of eye contact, they both understood what the other was planning.
That's the only way. That's the only way to stop Rika. Though, this really should be Kei-chan's role. Oh well, we'll have to leave the rest to him.
What?
I don't know what you two are plotting, but even with two of you, I won't fall for Satogo's traps that easily.
It was true. Rika had a solid read on them. Satogo's traps were very dangerous. That was all the more reason she always subconsciously made sure to keep herself from getting caught in their activation. That was, except for the one time wait, did she get, she did get punched by the, no, that was Satoko, whatever. That was why she could predict Satogo's traps by gauging the distance she kept while driving others towards them. No matter how close she pressed in, Satoko always backed off when pushing them into the trap zone. As long as she didn't miss that moment, she would never be driven into Satogo's traps. Unless it's a frying pan to the face.
Though the moment you're convinced of that is the moment you've fallen for my trap.
Huh?
Now, Satoko!
Satoko and Shion both leapt at her together. It certainly wasn't impossible to overwhelm her with two attacking at once. Oh yeah, true. However, there were still many bodyguards around. Even if they both restrained her temporarily, the crowd of bodyguards would quickly peel them off of her and restrain them. That's why she couldn't understand it. For a moment, she couldn't understand Satoko and Shion's play, and that opening was all they needed to grapple her. Naturally, the bodyguards rushed to Rika-sama shouting, "Save her!" and ended up in a massive ball of people. There was no way they could strip her swimsuit from her with all the men there. What? No way!
The ultimate technique of Satoko-style trap arts. Casting aside your own safety and incorporating yourself into the trap. No way. You're actually hitting yourself too?
Save Rika-sama! Rika-sama! Kill that. Kei-chan, the rest is up to you. Wrong voice, but whatever. Again, she can swap it. Kaboom! A roar. A flash. An explosion. Satogo's all-out trap erupted. And they all bombed themselves to death. So then, it was just scraps of bodies behind, and you could just throw the swimsuit away. That leaves Rena. After the tremendous smoke slowly cleared, Rika, as well as Satoko and Shion, and also all of the bodyguards, were passed out with stars circling above their heads. Satoko had never once before used the kamikaze technique of catching both herself and her opponent in the same trap. That wasn't because she couldn't do it. She had held it in reserve the whole time, to use as a trump card one day when facing Rika, the person closest to her, who knew everything about her traps. However, since both Shion and Satoko had grappled Rika, they had both taken the full brunt of the trap. All three of them had rings of stars spinning above their heads. Incredible. She took them all out at once. However, there was no time to savor this victory. They were already down to only 5 minutes left. They'd taken Rika down, but they still had Rena left. He had also lost all the allies he could count on. It was hopeless. Even so, I have to fight! I'm the only one who can save the galaxy! Keiichi approached Rika with the towel they had readied, and then he finally realized the fatal flaw in the situation. No. Wait. They're dead! Crap! Who's going to remove Rika-chan's swimsuit? Will I have to do it? However, they had caused a big commotion. Lots of normal guests were looking over to see what was going on. So we would have to sneakily carry Rika-chan somewhere away from people, Keiichi thought. Impossible! There were even more normal guests now that it was the afternoon. It was impossible to find a place out of sight, and if anyone happened to see, rumors would spread through the entire village and he'd be arrested on the spot. The fate of the galaxy rests on removing her swimsuit. But of course, he couldn't say that to some woman he didn't know and ask for her help. What about Mion? It's finished. Our galaxy is done for.
I'll remove it for you. Just turn around and face the other way.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Huh? Rena? Oh, that makes sense. Rena appeared out of nowhere and safely recovered Rika-chan's swimsuit. What was going on?
The swimsuits Rika-chan brought really were full of incredible power, huh? It wouldn't be odd if there was some price to pay for it. Besides, there's no meaning to charm you don't cultivate yourself. If you get popular from charm that isn't your own, you'll just feel empty in the end.
Oh. He thought Rena would be the most elated about it all, but the truth was the exact opposite. Rena had been calm from the very start. After seeing that Rika's swimsuits actually possessed supernatural power, she suspected that there had to be some kind of catch behind it. Huh? Then from the start, you...
Yeah, I was afraid of them, so I decided not to wear it.
Oh. Great.
What? You didn't? Then I could have given you a revelation and gotten you on our side way before now. I thought you were wearing one and couldn't receive my messages. Ah. No, we're really lucky you didn't. We have less than 5 minutes left, but now we might just barely make it.
So, where's the irresistible swimsuit intended for you?
It's in my locker in the changing room. I'll go get it.
Oh, my heater just did the thing. It's usually fine. There's almost no time left. Please hurry!
Yeah, got it.
So she just had the flower anyways?
Ah!
Huh? Kaboom. Rena felt herself step on something unusual, and a huge wash tub hit her square in the head. It was one of the traps set for the battle against Rika that hadn't gone off. Rena? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Thump. Rena spun around twice and then collapsed onto the ground. Her eyes were filled with stars, too. What a terrible reversal at the very last minute. Alright, Rip Galaxy. This is just plain bad, isn't it? Rena's swimsuit is still inside the women's changing room. Fortunately, Rena had the locker number and the key on her arm, so that's taken care of. But there's no way I can go into the women's changing room. Satoko, Shion, and Rena are all passed out and done for, Keiichi thought. Oh, right! Mion! There's Mion! Her uncle dragged her away saying they were busy with customers, but surely she's free by now. Huh? This isn't the end of the line! Please don't run! If you all won't cooperate, then we won't be able to keep this restaurant open here anymore. Everyone, please prepare your payment ahead of time so you don't need any change. Oh, we have new limitations on the menu. Customers are now limited to one pretty poolside pitanko pudding per customer. Hey, Mion! Can you lend a hand to save the galaxy? Saku-chan, take over wine management for a second. I'm going into the back to give the owner a break. Everyone, stay hydrated. Don't get heat stroke. Hina-chan, Rin-chan, man the registers. Also, I'm heading into the back, so, water. Oh. Sonozaki-san collapsed. Oh, great. The Okinomiya public pool branch of Angel Mort was doing tremendously great business. Apparently, they were offering a special bonus today, so they were swarmed with a terrible number of customers. Mion was fighting bravely on the front lines, but then she collapsed. No, no, no! What do I do now? This is bad. There goes my final hope! I was the last person who might go into the girls' changing room for me. There was only 5 minutes left. He was completely out of ideas for women he could convince in such a short time to bring him the swimsuit from Rena's locker in order to save the galaxy.
What do we do now, Keiichi?
Can you become corporeal like you did in Matsuri Bayashi?
At this rate, the galaxy is doomed! Can't you use your incredible persuasion powers to con someone into doing something about this?
That power of mine only works on other men. So then, can't you use your divine powers to convince some girl to do it?
Right now my powers are weak, and I can only provide revelations to the club members since they're so close to me.
Gah! What do we do? What am I supposed to do? There's no time.
At this point, Keiichi, you'll have to brave the women's changing room for the sake of the galaxy.
This is stupid. I refuse! If the price for saving the galaxy is being labeled a pervert who stormed into the women's changing room, then it's too much! There's too little reward for it! Seriously? If it means bearing that label, then I would rather perish and have he was a gentleman towards women until the end, carved into my tombstone.
So you're saying you can do it if you're rewarded? If you're granted a reward that's worth it, then you can find the bravery to charge into the women's changing room?
But there is no reward! The galaxy is finished.
Keiichi, I promise you this. I'll use all of my current power to grant you the ultimate miracle once you safely return from the women's changing room.
I'm listening.
I'll grant you a wonderful summer love affair. The brave savior of the galaxy will end up drinking juice from the same heart-shaped straw as a beautiful woman in a swimsuit by the poolside. I promise I will absolutely make that happen.
Okay. Okay, got it. No more problems. Leave the galaxy to me. Though that being said, what now, Mayabara Keiichi? Be cool, Mayabara Keiichi. How will you retrieve Rena's swimsuit from the women's changing room? Will you ask someone? You have no leads. You have to do it yourself. However, it's plain as day what will happen if a guy goes into the women's changing room. Right. First, he headed to the first aid station. Irie was still asleep there with stars circling above his head. On his arm was the key for his locker. Keiichi borrowed that and headed for the men's changing room. Him entering the men's changing room was no problem at all, Adoi. He opened the locker listed on the key's tag and found there Irie's belongings. Coach mentioned it before. He told Satoko to change into his English-made style swimsuit. Oh, don't fucking tell me. That means he has one with him! A woman's swimsuit! He even mentioned that he had it available in all possible sizes! I knew it! There it is! He even has a woman's wig to go along with the... What was Coach waiting to do with this after bringing it to the pool?
LOL. Keiichi, there's no time to be impressed.
Whoa! 3 minutes left! But in order to pull off this operation, I have to cast it aside. My pride as a man, my gentlemanly spirit, everything that's made me into who I am today. If you had this option, why did it matter? There was only 120 seconds left. Great parallel there. A girl in an English-made style swimsuit was timidly entering the women's changing room. So fucking stupid. Calm down. Be cool, Mayabara Keiichi. I'm not a molester. I'm not a peeping Tom. I'm not a pervert. I'm doing this to save the galaxy. Don't look around you. I'm not here to watch women change. So don't look around you. Look only at your feet. But if I only look at my feet, then I can't make my way to Rena's locker. Oh well, I'll just have to occasionally look up. I'm not voicing that. A sweet aroma filled my nostrils. No way, why is the space for women to change in filled with such a sweet smell? Don't blush and don't panic, Mayabara Keiichi. It's alright, you're currently cross-dressing. Don't act suspicious and no one will notice. As long as no one finds out, then you're fine. Beware of perverts, beware of peepers. If you see anyone suspicious, inform the nearest staff member. Beware of locker thieves. If you see anyone suspicious, report them immediately. Do not tolerate perverts. Death to perverts. Seize any enemies to women. Strip them bare and drag them through the city completely nude. Yeah, that would totally be a sign in there. If I'm caught, I'm dead. Socially, mentally, and physically. They'll make me regret being born a man and then kill me. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading any of that. It's hell. This is hell disguised as heaven. I strongly refuse. Nope. It's the one thing I must avoid. Empty your mind and heart. Mahabara Keiichi, you must not be tempted by their allure, so that you can save the galaxy.
Keiichi, there's no time to waste. There's only 1 minute left.
Damn it. What happens, happens. He raced her in one shot. Rena's locker was right there. He nimbly unlocked it and opened up Rena's knapsack. There, that drawstring pouch. The moment he pulled it out, an oddly small handkerchief with frills and a small ribbon fell out alongside it. Yes, it's only a handkerchief. Don't question it, Mahabara Keiichi. Rena's such a girly girl. Even her handkerchiefs are so small, so light, and so cute. Why? But isn't it when someone wears them?
Keiichi! 30 seconds left! Do you not want your poolside love affair with a beautiful woman in a swimsuit?
Ah! Galaxy, galaxy, galaxy! Falsetto. Oh.
Ah, galaxy, galaxy, galaxy!
Great. Only scant seconds left. He dashed out of the women's changing room and threw the drawstring pouch toward the magic trash can by the other entrance. Please go in! Buzzer beater. Will Keiichi be ballin'?
Keiichi!
Whip. He did it! Keiichi be ballin'! The last swimsuit disappeared into the magic trash can and was purified. There was only 1 second left to spare. Mankind, no, the Earth and the whole galaxy were saved.
Keiichi, no, the savior of our galaxy. Congratulations on your success. I'm exhausted after sending away 4 foreign objects, but as promised, I'll use the last of my power to grant you your poolside dream.
When was Rika's swimsuit put in there? Did Rena do that and they just didn't mention it?
Now then, Keiichi, until we meet again on the next night of Watanagashi.
I did it. I actually did it. So the punchline is going to be that he's actually going to be drinking a smoothie or whatever with a guy, right? While wearing the swimsuit. He honestly wanted to strike a victory pose and shout out loud. However, he was still cross-dressing. There were plenty of guests from Hinamizawa around him as well. For now, he would hold it in and duck into a bathroom or something in order to change back into male attire.
Hey, hold up, lady.
Oh god, I was right. What? Some delinquents with pompadours were hassling Keiichi. He must have run into them when he dashed out of the women's changing room to throw the swimsuit in the trash.
You broke my bro's collarbone. What you gonna do for us now? It hurts! It hurts! This ain't gonna heal unless you have a drink with me.
What the hell are these punks saying? Besides, I'm a guy. A guy! Though I can't reveal that right now. Doing so might get rid of the delinquents, but then the normal guests would find out that Mahabara Keiichi came out of the women's changing room dressed like a girl. I have to wait for my chance, without exposing that I'm a guy. Who the fuck is this? Hey, hold it right there. I won't stand by and watch 3 guys gang up on a woman. Who?
What the hell? Buzz off!
The delinquents were slightly overwhelmed, despite their show of spirit. That was because the man who showed up was someone who could never be described as weak. The muscles in his legs were visibly toned, and it was obvious they had both endurance and explosive strength. His arm muscles were impressive as well. They were nicely tanned, and it was clear that he never once skipped out on training underneath the hot sun. What? His head was shaved in a clean crew cut as well. Oh, it's fucking Kamada. Not to mention the fact that his burning gaze was filled with an unwavering resolve. I swear to fuck. I didn't even know he had an original sprite. I'm the ace of Oshima High's baseball team. And of course he's wearing a fucking Speedo. And I'm willing to give up participating in Koshien if it means protecting a woman. Would you rather see my blazing fastball here and now, or in the stadium? Wow. Keiichi never thought the day would come where he saw his soul brother Kamina-kun displaying such glory. He was the kind of pervert to compare a dessert to a woman and then lick and slurp it down. Ugh. But in that very moment, he looked like a savior. Great.
Me. I didn't do anything wrong. It's all Hanyu's fault.
You should be more sorry about this. You nearly wiped out the galaxy.
By the way, why am I in an Angel Mort uniform?
Because you should feel guilty for your crimes and atone by working in Shionsan's stead.
So items from another world are made of antimatter? Funny there was some way to utilize that energy for something.
The miracle of making you popular just by wearing it takes so much energy it can destroy the galaxy.
In other words, if you really want to be popular, then instead of taking shortcuts, you should just try and work on yourself instead. Don't pretend there's a moral to this story.
By the way, where is the savior of our galaxy?
According to Hanyu, he's drinking juice by the poolside with a beautiful woman in a swimsuit. I don't see him, though. I wonder where he is.
You need all back, it's my treat. Go on, drink up, drink up. Slurp.
Great. Why do I have to drink juice from a heart-shaped straw with Kamina-kun? Am I not the savior? Is the savior Kamina-kun? The gods of Hinamizawa are awful. I knew they couldn't be trusted. Give me back my offering! Ah, Rika just looked over here. Rika-chan, it's me, Keiichi. Notice me, please. Actually, don't. And drag me away from Kamina-kun, please.
Me.
Well, Rika, did you see Keiichi-san over there?
Nope, not at all. Nipa.
No, Rika-chan!
Oh, that swimsuit is an English maid-style swimsuit. To think a beautiful woman with such a dignified maid soul would be found here at the poolside.
What's that, old man? Oh, my soul brother, Eerie! I was the first to speak to this girl, so please, back off.
I find it hard to believe you're capable of understanding the reserved culture of such a land as Britain. Yeah, very, very reserved. Totally. Sure. A wonderful woman such as her needs a master of more fitting stature. Like me.
Young lady, please hold on a moment. I'll remove this perverted old man in a jiffy. Once I'm done, I'll apply some sunscreen to your back.
Laughably absurd. You are my ideal maid. I'll welcome you into my home and train you to be the ultimate servant.
Great king of evil, comment on. Take my bullet fastball!
How naive. That was a mere afterimage. Are they voicing it or what?
I've already seen right through you!
Oh, not bad. Bash, bash, bam, bam. Is it over yet? The beautiful girl in a swimsuit and a twin-tail wig sat at a poolside table with a parasol, watching as her two brave saviors fought over her. Die, and take the whole galaxy with you. The galaxy might be filled with countless stars, but the unhappy star of misfortune was always shining above Keiichi. Great. Man, what a fucking awful chapter that was. What did it cost? Everything. Oh, great. I'm so happy I read that. Well, at least I didn't have to skip through too much of it. Just a little bit compared to Batsuko Ishii's dumb fucking ass. Alright, well, since we're done with the Ho arcs, I guess I'm gonna do that fucking... oh, there's a staff room also? Christ almighty. You know what? They're gonna get their own episode. I can't be fucked right now. I don't care how short that episode is. I literally can't be fucked. Alright. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button. And if you didn't like it, then fuck you too.
Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!